back to the channel. I'm Preston. Last time we installed a Mopar steel bumper off a factory Gladiator Rubicon onto my 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. I think it looks great and adds a good layer of protection to the rear of the Gladiator, and especially the rock rails really help protect the bed of the Jeep Gladiator. Now it only seemed fitting that I would do something similar for the front of the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. So I happened to pick up this factory steel front bumper off of a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. Not only did it include the fog lights, the LED fog light, but also the corresponding skid plate underneath, which I've read that the factory steel bumper doesn't align right with the factory Gladiator front lower skid plate. You have to do a little bit of cutting or fabrication, or just run a different or without it, but then you don't have protection for the remote reservoir for the Fox shocks. So I'm glad that this came. One remedy is just to use the same steel front skid plate or windshield that comes with the Rubicon. And also this package deal also came with a winch mounting plate, a worn winch mounting plate. The thing about the factory steel bumpers is that even though they're built and made to accommodate a winch, they have a cutout and an area for it, you still have to buy an actual winch mounting plate to mount it to between the frame rails and to the frame. So I'm going to go ahead and try to install this. Now, being off of the Rubicon 392, the tow hooks and the general color scheme for that is a golden color, which the Mojave is an orange. There's orange accents all around the Mojave, including the tow hooks and the outline of the lettering that says Mojave. The desert rated badge has an orange. If you get a regular standard Rubicon, that accent is red. And if you get the 4xe Rubicon, they accent everything in blue, kind of to signify that you have an electric Jeep, electric hybrid. But the Mojave's is orange, and I've kind of stuck with that. I kept the rear orange tow hooks. I think it would look a little tacky with it being gold in the front, or look like, you know, I have a 392 maybe under the hood, or it's a wannabe 392. It probably wouldn't have made that big a difference, but I think I'm going to try to take these off now. It's a little difficult. There's a little bit of a serrated washer that I'm going to have to kind of chip and peel off. But other than that, they're supposed to come off the plastic one pretty easy. So I'm going to get started now. Okay, these things are being a pain in the butt. Talking about these. Had to use various tools here to help get these off. Basically chisel, poke, prod, and eventually they're able to flip and rip them. I'm working on this. You basically have to kind of get in here and pick at these so that they're not biting as much. What these do is they hold this in place so you can remove it with the bumper, with the hook installed. You can see here I've caused a little bit of scratches trying to get these off, but you know, they're coming out slowly but surely. But it's been quite a pain in the butt getting these off. Once you cut them, they come off pretty easy after that. Okay, in order to get this tow hook out, there's a plate that it sits behind, and there's a couple fasteners that we're gonna have to take out here, 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 and two on the bottom down here, and this one right here. I'm not sure if we're gonna have to take the light out, as that seems to be mounted to that, but I might have to undo the wiring harness. Actually, no, that's all gonna come out in one piece, so I'm gonna do that now. This is gonna require a T45 Torx bit. And just like that. Golden tow hook off a Rubicon 392. All right, just like on the driver's side, we're gonna unfasten. Voila! All right, now that I got the factory tow hooks from the Rubicon 392 out of that steel bumper, I need to take this bumper off and get in there, more specifically, and get the orange Mojave tow hook out of this bumper. I'm gonna start this by removing this little plastic piece here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out as well. And there's one more on the bottom. Now I'm gonna undo this wiring harness. Okay, now I'm going to take off this front skid plate with a 13mm socket. And it is quite heavy. Now that the skid plate's out of the way, we can access these nuts right here that are holding the bumper on. These are going to take an 18mm socket. A deep socket. It's a little tight on the inside. Okay, decided just to come in here, the 3/8 ratchet and extension. Of course. Well, with any luck, this thing should just come right off. I think we've got everything disconnected. Thought I did. 4 more fasteners. This one right here, right here. I guess there's an additional bracket, and on this side as well. Nope, 16 mil. Okay, now it should come off. Ta-da! All right, let's get these tow hooks off here. All right, looks like we're gonna get these tow hooks out. I have a number of fasteners here, and they take a 13mm. I'm gonna use a deep socket on there to get this inner metal bumper off. And also going to try to retrieve this wiring harness off here. And it looks like that goes behind this two-piece piece plastic set, so I might have to take that off as well. But I want to retain that because this harness here has been cut, and I know for sure that this plugs into those lights and will get them to work without flickering. I've tested it, so I want to save this harness here. The wiring harness is attached to that. Alright, there's your Gladiator Mojave orange tow hooks. Here's the bronze ones from the 392. Get this out, gotta go in behind here. We got fasteners here, all along the edge. Take this outer plastic piece off. All right, I measured these and they do take a 7mm. Wiring harness. Voila! There it is, fog light wiring harness off a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. All right, now that the factory bumper's out of the way, we still got this pretty big mess here. So we're gonna put those orange tow hooks in here, take the old harness off, attach the new harness, and install these brackets back on top of the tow hooks, and then fasten all that back up. And then we should be able to put that on the front of the Jeep. Take our Mojave tow hook, On looking at it further, this bracket here gets pretty much touches. This is what the Mojave skid plate mounts to. I might have to take that out of there. I think that's going to get in the way of the Rubicon skid plate. Okay, I have removed these brackets. They're sitting right there. Now, at first I thought maybe these were only for the plastic, but it looks like it will offer additional support for this bumper as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put those on. It just goes right there. There's a hole right there that we took off on the other one. It's on either side as well. Going to go ahead and put these nuts. Go ahead and tighten these up with a 18mm socket. And this one as well with a 16mm. For lack of room, I'm going to use a regular old ratchet. Now before I go ahead and situate the wiring harness all the way, I think now would be a good time to test the lights, see everything is hooked up and will work properly together. Really won't get a really good chance to see what these look like until it's dark, but far so good. They're not flickering. It's using the factory wiring harness for the halogens. Go ahead and plug this back into here. It appears I have a lot more slack than with the other harness, but there are a few holes here I can take advantage of, and if that doesn't work, I can zip tie as well. Now, I am missing one of these to mount the skid plate to here, so I'm gonna have to source one of these. Might be all right for now. Good test of upper body strength. Five out of 7 ain't bad, huh? Well, I got a fastener missing here and here. This one's missing that, whatever you call it, that clip that it fastens into, but this guy was stripped. Gonna have to get some more. But that's not bad. This went right in to the factory bracket, and so did that. Well, there you have it, folks. That is how you install a Mopar steel front winch bumper and skid plate on a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. I have the winch plate, just need to get the winch, and as soon as I do, I'll be installing that in here. But until then, smash that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this or found this useful, hit the like and share this video, and we'll see you next time.